So a couple of months ago, we talked about call surcharges. Well, there's been some new changes being made to the call surcharges. There now includes a new call surcharge to do with if you ring another country from a desk phone, so from a VoIP phone, you ring a international country displaying an international number, then there is a possibility that you may be charged a surcharge for the privilege of doing this. So for instance, if we look down this call surcharge list here, this is where we actually enter the surcharges into the system. So you don't have access to this, unfortunately. We're in control of the pricing on this, and the rates that we get, we pass on to you, and they're fixed for your customers too. So if I look at some of the surcharges here, you can see, for instance, if I look at Luxembourg, there is a surcharge of 19 pence. So for instance, if you were to ring Luxembourg from a desk phone displaying another country number, so for instance, if you were to display a French number or a USA number, then you would be charged 19 pence for the privilege of doing that. If we look at Belgium, for instance, using a Belgium number, and you ring a Belgium location like Belgium Movie Star, then this is what they class as an in-country call from a number that you're displaying being a Belgium number, and therefore you're charged 28.1 pence for the privilege of doing that. Again, if you use a French number or a USA number and call Belgium, then again the same price applies. It's not the same for every destination. We have found some destinations where they don't have any in-country charge at all, like Bulgaria there. And if you ring Bulgaria a Max Mobile, then and you're displaying a Bulgaria number, you don't get a charge for that. But if you display, a French or USA or Spanish number, then you will be charged 24 pence for the privilege of doing that. Some rates do vary, depend on which country you are ringing. So you may get a different charge for in-country charge or other charge. To see what your charges are, if you go over to your own rate plan, so if you go over to the left-hand side here under reports, scroll to the bottom of the page and look at view rate plans. Under the PAI call surcharges, if you click this and you leave this blank and click search, it will show you any country that has various charges. So this is if we are receiving a call from one of these countries and it gets delivered out to a landline, or it gets delivered out to a mobile. And these charges on the right hand side are if we're ringing from a desk phone to another country. So for instance, if I search down here, we can find Austria, for instance. If we are displaying an Austria number, we don't get charged. If we are displaying another country number, then we do get charged at 8 pence a minute. So to overcome these charges, what you need to do with your customers is make a few changes. So let's switch to an account as a reseller. Finally, go over to the left-hand side and I click on reports again, and I look at customers PAI. So just like we looked at customers PAI before, we can click on or all customers, all our customers. You may choose this one and click search. So for instance, in this case, we'll be using the 00121 number, which is an international USA number. If I want this to be replaced, then I simply click rewrite CLI, and I can change it to a number that I want to rewrite it to. So in this case, it needs to be a UK number. And again, if I want to rewrite the CLIs on diversion, rewrite CLI on diversion. You can either use the inbound calling number, or if I change it to, again, a UK number, just to be sure, then we know that this will rewrite the CLI if any international calls come in, or if you make any international calls displaying an international number. Don't forget to click save at the bottom of the page. Again, let's look at all of them again. And as you can see now, this customer at the top is now having the CLI rewritten to these two numbers here to save on any charges. So no surcharges will apply if you set the customer up in this condition.